What's up, guys? Brunswick's back, and change of scenery today. We're here at Hudsonville Lanes in Hudsonville, Michigan, and we're going to be talking about the Brunswick Boost string pin machine. Oh, he said that magic word. Oh no, we're going to talk about the misconceptions that you may have heard about string pin. I'm going to get my first experience. I've never bowled on these in my life, and we're going to see. But before we get to all that, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Now, let's see what string pin bowling is all about. All right, something different for the channel. I have a couple of bowling balls with me. I have the brand new Brunswick Combat Track Theorem Solid, and of course, I have to bring the Perp Daddy Purple Hammer with me. I gotta see if I can strike with all three of them. I'm gonna see if there's any difference in carry, any difference in pin action, any differences that I might see that I can talk about. So let's first talk about one misconception about string pin is that they're all made the same. They're all USBC certified, and that is not true. So certain machines are, certain machines aren't. Brunswick's are. And the minimum string length for USBC certification is 54 inches. So when you see some weird carry out there on viral videos, it's probably because the pin length was not long enough. So these are set at 54. With a touch of a button later, we're going to change it to about 45. That's your open play. And we're going to see the differences between both of them. So let's get right into it. Start with the Combat. Let's see what happens. I'm excited. Warmed up a couple shots. Didn't notice anything right off the bat. But once we flip the cameras on, that's where the magic happens. What do you know? On this channel, it doesn't matter if I bowl in the studio, if I bowl at USBC Open Nationals, or if I bowl on string pin. I can guarantee you two things are gonna happen. The head pin's gonna go in front of the 10 pin on a messenger, and I'm probably gonna leave an 8 pin at some point in this video. That's just what's gonna happen. Bowling is bowling. We can end the video here right now. That's all I need to see. And what am I gonna do? I'm gonna shoot a 10 pin. We don't ever shoot 10 pins, do we? But just for the sake of it, we're gonna do it. I wanna see if I can bounce one out. Bounce out. Okay. So I think the thing we'll notice, and we'll bowl a little bit as we go, but the differences between the pit on a string pin machine is different than a free fall. So on some of the early string pin machines, the ones that are non-conforming, the pit was too narrow. It was too close to the back of the deck, so the pins would hit it, and then it would bounce off and crazy pin action would happen. So you gotta imagine, with a free fall machine, the carpet needs to be long enough to get all the pins and the ball. So when they first designed those machines, they didn't have to make that carpet as long because pins were not going in there. They did not cycle through the machine like that. They were just pulled up through strings. So they only made it as wide for the ball. So there's a difference with how the curtain is on conforming machines. It's further back. Kickbacks changed a little bit as well. Let's throw another shot. All right, so we got the messenger in front of a 10 pin. Let's just go for that 8 pin. I'm really wanting one. That's a good shot. Oh, golly. I deserve that. Solid 9? Are you kidding me? The only thing I could possibly imagine that could have happened there is that the 1 pin could have came over and hit the 9. In that scenario, it didn't because, yeah, bad luck Nick. What do you know? Black cloud. 10 pin, 9 pin. I guess we're due for an 8 pin now. We're just going in order. I'm not going to change a thing because, yeah, I'm hitting the pocket. That's all we can ask for. Please strike. Hey. My first sanctioned string pin strike. It only took 3 tries, but we got there. All right, let's switch up balls. Let's try a different angle. Let's go Purple Hammer. I got to see if urethane can strike on string pin. Otherwise, I can't give my stamp of approval. Purple Hammer. How does it work? That off hit with urethane is probably the most important hit you could possibly have as a urethane connoisseur. It's like the chef's kiss. So let's try to hit light pocket. Oh, that ain't light. Dead flush. One thing I do notice with strings is a little bit more deflection on flush pocket hits. You know, I've seen that in videos as well, of people bowling on them, is the flush pocket hits. Sometimes they don't drive as much, but to be fair, I did stone a 9-pin. So, granted, my sample size is gonna be pretty small because I'm not gonna sit here and bowl for 2 hours. I just wanna see. And then I'm gonna bowl a full game. I'm gonna see what I can score on these. That could be light pocket. Nope. Oh, purple hammer plus string pin. Oh, get that stamp ready. You want blue or black ink. Bam! Now we're just bowling on the Hudsonville house shot. I don't know what it is. I don't have a fancy graph for you. But let's just say I feel right at home. Let's send it out wider. Let's hook it even more. Come on. What's a guy got to do? All right, let's switch up balls again. Let's try something a little bit different, solid resin, and see if, I don't know, what happens. I want to see everything. Let's change up angles a little bit. Let's go further left. I'm gonna move like 10 left from where we were. We were on the big dot before. And now we're not on the big dot. Okay. A little bit delayed there with the light mixer. So there is a little bit of difference with how the pins kind of interact with the kickback and how the light mixers kind of hit each other. But the important thing is that light mixer still carries. Did it do so in the same manner? Is it traditional? No. Is it fair? Yeah. I could have left a 7-pin there just as easy as I struck. That wasn't a great shot. Probably move back 3. Let's try to keep that angle the same, but open her up. Got a little wiggle on the 10, but it did not clothesline it. So we're okay there. I would say those pin reactions are things I've seen before. I could have hit that. I've left stuff like that in the studio. Come on, bounce it out. Oh, no can do. All right, this ball, not quite hooking enough. Let's try moving it further right. Let's go more direct and hard. How about that? Let's move it to like 15, where I normally start a lot of my videos, and just square up. Oh, crumbler. Could that have been a very ugly split? Yeah. Have I struck them like that before? Yeah. I've collapsed those, but it's all numbers. I stone a 9-pin hitting high from one angle, and that angle I carry. Win one for the home team. Let's try again. Let's try it maybe not as straight. How about that? Okay, perfect. Now my first challenge. I'm gonna try my best to get the strings involved with interfering with this split. I'm gonna try. I mean, I'm gonna do it. But I'm gonna throw it hard, and I'm gonna try to get those pins activated. What do you want from me? Can't do it. Can't get the pins, the strings, to cheat for me. So that was thrown pretty hard. I couldn't do it. Are there people that throw it harder than me? Sure. Let's try one more shot there. Let's move further right. Let's play it right up, try a second arrow. How about that? All you second arrow fans. Wrap 10. Almost fell. Did not. See, when the string actually hits another string, when it's wrapping around, it's not gonna just clothesline it because there's tension involved. The pin's got X amount of length, and if the string hits it, it's not going to just knock it over. It's not under tension right now. Now let's try a couple of shots in high speed. We're gonna see the pin action up close and give you guys a front row seat to string pin from Boost. Beautiful. Little half pocket. So the head pin does have some action. The head pin does do what it needs to do. I think it's all gonna be about angles. I think if anything with string pin, you're gonna have to be more accurate. I think you're gonna have to be a little bit more choosy about the angle of attack to the pins. Have I decided whether straighter is greater yet? I don't know. I think your thing was great. Oh, that's hooking a ton. Okay, that was cool. Let's try that same thing, but with purple hammer. See what your thing can do in slow-mo, huh? It's gonna do what it always does. Dominate. Flat hit. Not uncommon with me and a purple hammer playing second arrow. So why don't we do what I always like to do? Get out closer by the twig with purple hammer. Let's try to putt. Let's move out further right. Stoned. That was creeping high flush. Let's give that one more try. I think I got it. And obviously it hooks a lot because we're out there closer to the friction. Try one more shot with that purple. It's gonna look gnarly though in slow-mo. That's out there. Yes. That's beautiful right there. All right, let's switch it up. Let's go to my last ball. Theorem, solid. Let's throw 3 shots. See if I can strike. See if I can get some crazy carry. See what happens. Let's move to the big dot. Big dot's good. Come on. As soon as I saw it go out there, I just knew. I knew. Post office, not delivering today. Not on string pin, not on free fall, not in my life, ever. Fried out. How many messengers are gonna miss today? All of them. That's hooking. Oh, that was crunchy. Crunchy string pin madness right there. Let's go one more shot with the theorem, and then we're gonna bowl a game, see what I could score. Come on, messenger. Come on, 8-pin, anything. Oh, that's wide. What do you say? Oh. All right, we've seen what it can do in slow-mo, the pin hits, all the crazy carry, all the crazy leaves. Now we're gonna bowl a game with the pins at USBC compliant length. See what I shoot. Let's go. I'm gonna use the combat. I think I wanna create a little bit more entry angle. I think that is gonna be my way of scoring on this. Now I could use purple, but who wants to watch another purple hammer video? Come on. I mean, I do, but hey. All right, we're just gonna start it right in the middle. And I might make adjustments as we go if I don't like what I'm doing. But here we go, frame 1. What do you know? No words. I feel like I should be given automatic spares in this challenge, shouldn't I? Nah, I gotta earn them. As everybody knows, probably like 80% on these. Plus I wanna see if I can bounce one out at one point, right? All right, 1 frame in, 9 spare. Frame 2, I'm gonna try not to throw it out so far. I'm gonna move it right just a little bit. Square up these angles. Because those off hits, carry percentage is low. hook, hook. Oh, we got our first snapper 10 pin. Yes. Yes, that's like mom's home cooking. That's what I need to see. I need to see pin carry that is somewhat resembling normal stuff, and that was. Now I'm pumped. The only thing I haven't got yet is a trip 4. I need to do like a trip 4 hit, but we're bowling for score. All right, move one more right. Pretty good. Come on, just one. One today. I'm gonna carry one of these eventually. I don't know if it's gonna be this video. I might come down here on the weekend and just buy an hour of bowling. Because now I'm adamant about carrying one of those. I have to do it. Because honestly, I'm starting to feel like Ben Affleck in The Accountant, where I just have to finish. Gotta finish. I gotta carry one of those 10 pins because I'm gonna lose my mind. All right, 4th frame, spare, strike, spare. I'm gonna put a little hand into it. Enough with this. Easing it at the bottom. Nuh-uh. That should strike. So there's confidence there when you throw it good and you know it's gonna strike. It's just like regular, any kind of bowling. It's like you throw it good off your hand and you know the ball's gonna do the right things. It's gonna go through the pins right. That one split the 8-9. All right, spare strike, 5th frame. See if we can't get our first sanction double. Hold, hold. Missed a little in. Snapper. Used to love those old PBA shows. Brian Voss gets down on one knee. Snapper, baby. What we got? Spare strike, spare double. All right. Let's do this. Let's keep this going. Oh no. Couldn't get 3, could we? That was on me. So we can see now we got a little bit of entanglement, but the machine figures it out. The amount of stops that's gonna happen in USBC mode is something like 1,000 cycles before a stop, which is basically a tangle. We had our first tangle, ball call, whatever you wanna call it. Pins kind of did their shimmy, didn't get the 7-pin up, so we do have ball calls. These pin setters are not perfect. Just like your GSX machines, your free fall machines, all that stuff, you're gonna have ball calls, you're gonna have out of ranges, you're gonna have that, but these are different things. Now what's nice about string pin machines is they can get updates over the air to fix tanglement issues, certain known issues, all over the cloud, which is very cool. Brunswick does that. Let's pick up the 7-pin. Let's get back into us. We got 109 in the 5th, working on a spare. Let's do it. That's gonna strike. Yeah, so I've been bowling on these for a little while now, and I've noticed that when I go away from the pocket more, my carry percentage tends to go down. When I keep it a little bit more on line, my carry percentage seems to go up. Seems to be better hitting the pocket flush. You know, on the off pocket hits, when I send it too far wide, I've been sending a lot of messengers in front of the 10, and I'm not getting that carry. The ball's not driving the right way. So that's what I'm noticing so far. How is that going to impact scores for different player styles? Well, I think the ones that like to hook it a lot, there might actually become some sort of balance between, you know, like two-handers that like to hook the whole lane and have all the revs, and the players that are a little bit more finesse, if you will, for a nicer word, like me nowadays. 129 in the 6, we got 249 max. So I think straighter is going to be greater on string pin. Straighter, hold, 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 hold. Ah, too straight. Got a little long-winded there. Got a little 610, still shoot 200 here, but I absolutely agree. That should not have been anything less than that. Oh no. Oh, okay. I think that was good to see because that would have wrapped around on a free fall pin, and the pin wrapping around the other pin, the 10 pin, did not knock it down. I wrapped it, that's what I get. So I'm gonna take that. 157, I can still shoot 217. Let's finish out strong. All right, it's time to win. I can only miss one more time to shoot 200. That's all I gotta say. Just one. That's all I wanted. One. All right, 10th frame, 207 max. I swear, one more head pin goes in front of the 10 on a messenger. My head might explode, live on camera. So, there is a premium in hitting flush. I'm just gonna leave it at that. The off-pocket hits, I have had some snap 10s, but when the ball gets behind the head pin, I'm not seeing a lot of carry there, and it's just magnifying my miss on the head pin on the 10. Please strike. We're gonna have to replay that one back, but was that a wrap 10? Or was that a questionable strike? Is that a string pin hit, like we all seen? All right, I need this hit to shoot 200 on my first game on string. Gotta pure it. Oh, that's wide. Hook. Ah. Not gonna happen. We're gonna have to settle with 197. But that's okay. I paid the penalty. I got it out way too far. Made a bad shot when I needed it. Let's pick up this spare. For a 197. All right, now we're gonna have a little bit more fun. We're gonna change the string length setting to the open play setting at 45 inches. And now we're gonna see pin action if there is a big change or not. Okay, now with a touch of a button, we've gone from USBC compliant mode to open play mode. Now, what's the difference? So it's going from 54 inches to 45 inches. What does this mean for open play versus USBC compliant mode? Is less tangles, less ball calls, a center's busy on a weekend, they don't want to have to deal with tanglement issues, they want the open play to go, we want customers happy. So let's try it out, 3 shots with each, throw combat, purple hammer, theorem solid, let's see what we see. I'm really pumped for this, I want to see some crazy pin action. That one came back on the deck a little bit, so I think when you guys have seen other videos where pins are flying crazy, splits are being picked up, maybe we'll try some of those too as well to see if we can't get some pins flying out of the back. I could not with the 54-inch pin length, but with the 45, is that going to be a difference between being able to pick up some weird splits in an unnatural way or what? Let's try one more shot. Off hit. I like the 45 better. Light pocket hit, strike. Now I don't think I'm gonna have any messengers in front of the 10 pin because with a 10-inch, 9-inch length, a little bit different there. I don't know if it's gonna be able to get there, but I could be wrong. I'm sure gonna try to get that hit though, because I wanna see. We're here to experience it full and take my experience and let you guys know about it. Okay, that's the hit. First 3 shots with that, won my first turkey, I think. But do I notice any difference so far? I think maybe the pins like to kind of stick around the pin deck a little bit more. But do they cycle faster? Maybe, I don't know. Let's switch up the ball. Let's go purple hammer. So we gotta see how the urethane reacts with it, right? Let's move it right a little bit. I'm the open play king. I think we got a new shirt. Maybe I'm just making the best shots I can in my life right now. Maybe I'm just overly confident now. Shorter string. I'm really trying to hit like the half pocket, send them mixing. Because I want to see how the pins interact with each other now. Now that's a shorter string. All I can do is dead flush. That's all I can do. I got a 5-bagger. If I was blowing another game, I'm perfect right now. I might have to finish this on 45-inch strings. We haven't found any adversity yet. I'm just cruise mode right now. Let's do it again. That almost 8-pinned. Almost. All right, perfect through 6. Now we're gonna switch it up. Go to the theorem solid, throw it 3 shots. And if I keep striking with the theorem solid, we're gonna have a bonus round. 1 shot with each more to see if I can go a full 12 in a row. All right, theorem solid. Perfect through 6 on the 45-inch string. Oh, hello. Wasn't meant to be. There will be no bonus round. I'm not noticing a huge difference, but I think we're gonna set up some splits or something like that, have some fun. And we're gonna get this, we're not shooting spares right now. Throw another shot with the theorem here. If anything, the theorem solid set up a little earlier than the combat, since we're talking ball lingo now. Oh, that's hooking. Wow, 2 stone 9s in a row with that ball. I better make a move. Probably like a 2-1, 3-2. Let's move it left. Let's get out of there. That ball read a little early. I'm starting to break him down now. Uh-oh. I didn't notice much of a difference other than maybe the pins were staying on the deck a little bit longer, a little bit closer to home base. But between 45-inch, 54-inch, I struck a little bit more, sure. But open play, not gonna notice the difference there. All right, now for a fun challenge. I got the 710 set up. I'm gonna try it 10 times. I'm gonna try to pick it up once. I'm gonna see if I can get a string assisted 45-inch, non-USBC compliant 710 pickup. Wish me luck. We're just gonna fast track this to see. I don't think there's gonna be any chance. There's no way. Good news is I can still throw it 25 miles per hour. Let's try to get my speed up. Let's do 2 different things here. Get there. Oh, that's the hit. Almost. So that's the key. Just got to hit it on the right side of the 10 pin. Oh, come on. 0 for shot 5. Nope. Oh, okay. That's a little different. Knock, knock. Who's there? Owen. Owen who? Owen 5. Should I try left side? Nah. I'm primed for the right here. Almost had it that 1 shot. Maybe, maybe. Oh, come on. Strings, do your job. You got one job. All right, shot 7, lucky 7. Can we do it? Need to hit the head pin a little further right. No, that's gutter. Can't even cheat. Shot 8. No. Even with more launch angle, I can't get it over there. Even by hitting the pin up, missing it completely. Oh man, I got 2 more tries. Maybe. Ah, this ain't happening. See that bead of sweat? Working hard here. Last try for all the marbles. Come on. I haven't picked up one of these since juniors. Maybe. No dice, but we've had some fun. We bowled a full game. We talk about the specifics of string pin for the Boost series from Brunswick. So if you have any questions, and I'm sure you're gonna have a lot of comments, drop me a line. Till then, please subscribe. Talk to you guys in another video.